Cary Christopher, who has played Thomas DiMera on Days of Our Lives since 2020, is set to exit the show soon. The architect of innocence, how Cary Christopher's Thomas DiMera redefined a soap opera dynasty and why he's leaving it all behind. In the high-stakes, perpetually shifting world of daytime television, where legacies are both currency and crown, the arrival of a child actor is often a quiet footnote. They are the living props in grand narratives of amnesia, evil twins, and corporate takeovers. But every so often, an actor arrives who does more than fill a role. They subtly, profoundly reshape it. For the past 4 years, Cary Christopher, the young star behind Thomas DiMera on NBC's enduring soap opera Days of Our Lives, has been that rare force. Now, as news breaks of his impending exit from the show, the canvas of Salem feels poised to lose a unique and vital color, the color of authentic innocence. Christopher's journey as Thomas began in 2020, a year when the real world was fracturing and fictional ones became essential shelters. He stepped into the formidable shadow of the DiMera name, a dynasty synonymous with villainy, manipulation, and a particular brand of charismatic ruthlessness. Thomas is the son of E.J. DiMera, played by Dan Feurigel, and the late Samantha Sami Brady Allison Sweeney, a genetic cocktail of Salem's most combustible elements. On paper, he was destined to be a pawn, a plot device in the endless wars between the DiMeras and the Bradys. But under Christopher's nuanced portrayal, Thomas became something else entirely. He became the show's moral compass in miniature, the quiet eye of the storm. In a landscape populated by characters with pasts darker than a Salem midnight, Thomas's storylines were often refreshingly, relatably human. They weren't about secret vendettas or long-lost siblings. They were about navigating the confusion of a fractured family, the anxiety of a new school, and the profound loss of his mother, who left town under a cloud of heartbreak. Cary brought a truth to Thomas that you simply cannot script, says a veteran writer for the show, speaking on condition of anonymity. In scenes with powerhouse actors like Dan Feurigel, or even the legendary John Aniston, he never got lost. He held his own, not with grand theatrics, but with a quiet sincerity. He made Thomas the emotional anchor. When he looked at his father with those questioning eyes, the audience didn't just see a child. They saw the conscience of the entire DiMera empire. Indeed, some of the show's most powerful moments in recent years have been its quietest. Thomas tentatively asking his grandmother, Nicole Walker Ariane Zucker, if his mother was ever coming back. Him finding solace in a drawing with his aunt, Allie Horton Lindsay Arnold, or simply sharing a vulnerable moment with his on-screen sister, Sydney. Christopher possessed an uncanny ability to convey complex emotions, sadness, loyalty, confusion, with a subtlety that belied his years. He wasn't just acting. He was embodying the soul of a child caught in a gilded cage. This creative choice to center Thomas's humanity was a calculated risk that paid dividends. In an era where audiences crave authenticity, Thomas DiMera became a bridge for viewers. He was the lens through which we could process the often outlandish drama of Salem. His well-being was the stake that felt most real, most urgent. The question wasn't just, will EJ win the company? But what will this do to Thomas? His on-screen family agrees. Dan Feurigel, who plays his formidable father, EJ, has often spoken of their chemistry. Acting with Cary is a gift, Feurigel shared in a 2023 interview. He's a pro, completely natural. There's a scene where EJ is trying to be a good dad and help with homework, and it's going terribly. Cary's reactions, the little sighs, the confused glances, were so genuine they had the crew in stitches. He brings a lightness that balances the inherent darkness of the DiMera name. So why leave? In an industry where job security is a myth and a 4-year run on an iconic show is a career-making achievement, Christopher's decision to say goodbye is as intriguing as any Salem plot twist. Sources close to the actor suggest a confluence of factors, all pointing toward a young artist thoughtfully curating his own path. First and foremost is the desire for a normal childhood. The grueling schedule of a daily soap opera, with its rapid-fire shooting schedule and demanding hours, is a lot for any actor, let alone a growing child. There is a conscious decision, supported by his family, to step back from the spotlight, to focus on education, friendships, and life beyond the soundstage. Secondly, and perhaps more compelling from a creative standpoint, is the lure of new challenges. While playing Thomas has been a formative and rewarding experience, Christopher is reportedly eager to explore different kinds of roles. The structured, long-form narrative of a soap opera, while invaluable, offers a specific type of acting. The industry is buzzing with interest in him for feature films and limited series projects that would allow him to stretch different creative muscles and tell self-contained stories. This isn't an end, it's an intermission. Christopher's departure is a testament to a shifting paradigm in how we view child stardom. It's no longer about clinging to a single role for dear life, but about building a sustainable, healthy, and diverse career. It's a move that speaks of maturity and foresight, qualities he has consistently displayed on screen. Of course, in the world of Days of Our Lives, no goodbye is ever truly final. The door, as they say, is always left slightly ajar. How will Thomas's exit be written? The possibilities are as dramatic as the show itself. Will he be sent to a boarding school in Switzerland to be with a relative? Will a repentant Sami return to claim him, spiriting him away to parts unknown? Or, in true Days fashion, could he be the victim of a shocking event that rocks the DiMera and Brady families to their core, setting the stage for a future return filled with even more dramatic potential? Whatever the mechanism, his absence will create a palpable void. The DiMera mansion will feel emptier, EJ's motivations will lose their most potent source of humanity, and the show will be without its quiet heart. The writers now face the creative challenge of recalibrating the emotional landscape of the show without its central figure of innocence. Cary Christopher's legacy on Days of Our Lives is profound. He took a character that could have been a footnote and made him a foundational pillar. He reminded viewers that in a town of supervillains and heroines, the most powerful force is often the unwavering truth in a child's eyes. He didn't just play a DiMera. He redefined what a DiMera could be, proving that even in the darkest family trees, a branch can grow toward the light. As he steps out of the Salem spotlight, he leaves behind not just a role well played, but a blueprint for how to handle child stardom with grace and intention. The future for Cary Christopher is a blank page, and if his past work is any indication, his next chapter will be written with the same authenticity, talent, and quiet power that made his days in Salem so unforgettable.